You're listening to Fathead Radio.
As a child, he once shoplifted a pocket protector. At 18, he ran away from home to join an accounting firm. Instead of hello, his name tag reads, "Do not disturb." He is the least interesting man in the world.
I don't always listen to the radio, but when I do, I prefer Fathead Radio with the boom. Stay listening, my friend.
And now on the line is my good friend, Joe King. Joe, you out there?
Boomer, how are you?
Hey, Joe. We could use you this morning, pal. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. What's going on?
Well, it's been a tough week, pal. I've been under the weather. Kind of a sad week, but I got to say this morning, it just proves on Fat Hat Radio what we always say. You can't put a price on friendship. Ann called in from the West Coast, up early in the morning working, listening in to Fat Hat Radio. Sure made me feel good to talk to her. And of course, Big Frank was his usual upbeat self. So he was a lot of fun.
Excellent.
And I say that seriously. I used to say that sarcastically, but that's not true
Okay.
anymore. Yeah. And now I got you, Joe King, taking the time. One of the busiest people I know. So talk to me, Joe. What do you got on your radar?
Well, Boomer, I mean, I'm not that big on social media, but what's up with this whole Facebook thing? You know, the whole
Oh,
security
yeah.
thing?
The Zuckerberg, and they're stealing people's info. You know, so apparently people's personal information is getting hijacked, and they have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, now, I don't go on Facebook much, but this morning I decided to log on Facebook. Boomer, Do you know what was trending?
No, what?
My Wells Fargo bank account PIN number.
Whoa!
Talk about a security breach, huh?
There's a security. That must have shocked you.
Yeah. Also, my Social Security number had 107 likes and 43 shares.
They'll have you testifying before Congress, Joe.
Oh,
Well,
Lord.
thank God you don't have any money, huh?
Hey, thanks. Hey, that's true, though. Hey, you know what? Speaking of social media, anyone who does want to follow, starting today, I'll be at the mall in jeans and a brown jacket.
They'll know where to look for you. You shouldn't be lurking at the mall. You know, there can be consequences to that.
Hey, if Judge Roy Moore can do it. Anyway, hey, what's up with this whole National Guard at the border thing? Did you see that with Trump?
I did see that.
That's crazy.
Well, certainly it sounds crazy to me. I don't think we have a war going on with Mexico, so I'm not sure. I know what the excuse
actually,
is. So what are you hearing?
Yeah. The funny thing is, up until a couple days ago, President Trump thought the National Guard was his presidential deodorant.
All right, we're going to count that as one of the Milton Berle jokes of the morning.
Okay. Followed by this one. Actually, Boomer.
Yeah.
At the Mexican border, I was watching on CNN over on the Mexican side. There was a fire in this building, and there was this little Mexican guy. He was up on the roof, and the Mexican fire department showed up, and they got out one of those. They used those fire blankets, and they told him jump, but the man was scared. And the firefighter said, "We got the blanket, jump." So he jumped, and just before he hit the blanket, they pulled it away quickly and said, "Olé."
Wow.
Yeah.
That seems excessively cruel. People.
Oh my God! So anyway, what can I say? I've had a tough childhood, Boomer. Tough childhood.
Don't I know it, Joe?
Yeah,
You're lucky to be where you are.
Growing up, my mother used to wear my father's clothes, and my father used to wear my mother's clothes. I guess you could say they were very transparent.
That has a long way to go, but I enjoyed that.
Yeah, boy, talk about a drag, huh?
Oh, God. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Transparent.
Actually, there was a time when I thought my father was bisexual.
Wow. That's saying something, too, for being so
Yeah,
young.
evidently, I just wasn't, I was there was this story he kept telling me. I just wasn't interpreting it right. He kept saying how back in the day, something about going both ways in the snow or something. I don't know. I just took it the wrong way, I think.
He probably walked uphill to school both ways, 3 miles.
Yeah, something like
That's
that.
pretty funny. Yeah, you probably took that the wrong way. But you were young,
Yeah,
Joe.
but hey,
Don't beat yourself up.
My father was pretty successful. In fact, at one time he had 200 men under him.
Is that right? What was he doing?
Yeah, he used to cut the grass at the cemetery. Come on, that's a good one.
Come on, that is a good one. Hey, you don't have to convince me, Joe. If I laughed any harder, I'd start coughing. So I'm trying to control myself here.
If you laughed any harder, we'd hear it. There you go.
How about that?
Yeah, my father. Well,
And there's my cough. I'm sorry,
my
Joe.
father's. Yeah, he's all right. My father's 84 now. Now he does wear those adult. He does wear the adult diapers, but only for 2 reasons.
What are the
Number
2
one
reasons?
Well, number 1 and number 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is funny, Joe. I'm trying to laugh loud enough for you to hear me now. You know I only laugh at the funny ones.
Okay. Talk about. That's a good one.
Thank you.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord is right.
Actually, I never told you my father was a barber.
Your father was a barber? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Actually, there was this time when he was a barber, this guy walked in. He said, how many men in front of me? My dad told him 5. He said, I'll come back tomorrow. Comes back the next day. He asked my father, how many men in front of me? My father says 4. Gentleman says, I'll come back tomorrow. Eventually, my father said, there's something weird. So he had me follow the guy to see where he was going. And unfortunately, he was going back to my father's house.
You're in a roll, Joe. See what you're doing to me?
Oh, Mr. Okay.
Dr. Humor.
There was a time, I never told you the story, but I took my wife to an art gallery. And she wasn't really a big fan of art. And I remember we walked into this room, and I remember her saying, well, I'll bet this ugly monstrosity is what you call modern art. I told her, no. That's a mirror.
Oh, Joe.
Yeah.
Was your first or second wife?
I think that was both.
You're doing me in, Joe.
Boomer,
Joe.
I'm going bananas. That's what I tell my bananas before I leave the house.
All right.
Nothing. No.
Yeah, I gave you a rim shot. If I can't laugh hard anymore, or I can, but not at that.
DLC. Okay. Well, you know what? I'll tell you what. I'll just leave this segment on a high note. How's that?
Okay, cool.
Okay, you ready?
I am ready. It's a high C.
Okay.
All right, brother. Hey, when's your Phillies ticket start?
Tomorrow.
You're there Sunday, right?
Yeah, Sunday. Yeah, lovely 40-degree weather. Can't wait.
Yeah, dress up for it. All right, pal. You're the best.
Alrighty, sir.
Thanks, Joe.
Take care.
Talking to you soon. You take care of yourself. All right, that was our good buddy Joe King calling in and cracking me up. And hopefully you too.
They've gone from LSD to MRIs, from the Rolling Stones to kidney stones, from free love to free samples. It's Boomer and Friends at Fat Hat Radio.